Hey guys, Kaiser Phoenix here. It's a little bit later at night and I've gotten to the second gym in Pokemon White and I've actually beaten it. And I'm just starting to go on to the further progress of the game. This was the part of the game where a lot more Pokemon became available. In fact, I sort of wonder if Game Freak didn't limit the amount of Pokemon you could use in the beginning up to the first gym, just to make sure that you didn't have any Pokemon that could be super effective against the type they would use to trump your type. That's probably why they didn't have any bird Pokemon or bug Pokemon. I was starting to wonder where the hell they were. They're here now. Or the electric Pokemon, like the Pikachu, though I still haven't really found anything that looks like Pikachu. So there were a lot more Pokemon for me to catch, and I've been trying to catch all of them, but there were some that were a little hard to catch. First of all, my first group of Pokemon is starting to evolve in their first stages. Snivy evolved into Servine, which when I heard Servine's call, I was like, wow, that's a little fruity. It's a little feminine. I still like him. He's definitely got better stats now. It was a good time for him to evolve, especially now that he has that Leaf Tornado move. I like that move. That's pretty cool. I like the idea of accuracy going down. I've also my Lillipup evolved into Herdier. As soon as I saw that thing, I was like, that's what Lillipup evolves into. Okay, I don't know what the grass Pokemon thing I thought was going to happen. I think just because it sort of looked like a dandelion, or I don't know what Lillipup, I don't know. But no, it apparently evolves into a Yorkshire Terrier. Who knew? I've also seen a Watchog, but haven't really used a Patrat too much recently. I just saw the Watchog because the gym leader had it, and yeah, that was a nasty surprise, that Hypnosis and Retaliate. Let me tell you, I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. I've also caught a lot of new Pokemon. My Munna is doing pretty well. It's got Psybeam now, and that's pretty powerful earlier on. I caught a Pidove, which is the bird Pokemon, the new Pidgey. I was kind of wondering when the hell that would get here. I'm starting to train that. I also got a Blitzel, which is kind of like the electric zebra thing. I haven't really used it much. It looks like a pretty typical electric Pokemon. Good speed, good special attack, and I usually use that, but I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. I don't really know why. I caught a Roggenrola, a rock Pokemon, which looks to evolve twice. I don't actually know. It helped me out with the normal gym, just because, I mean, it could take the moves and it could actually hit back fairly hard. So I used him quite a bit. I caught a Woobat. What the hell is that thing? I think I'd seen that in some of the pictures, but that is... It's got a woolly ball with a nose, a mouth, a buck tooth, and bat wings. I was like, okay, that's the new Zubat, but it's psychic flying? What the hell? It had some pretty good moves when I caught it, so I've actually been using it. It's sort of been one of those Pokemon that's been on my team, but I haven't really been using it that much. I'm going to train it up for the next gym, which is pretty obviously a bug gym. Why do I know that? Because it says so in the manual. Well, it doesn't say so. It says something like Insect Badge. It's not a spoiler if it's in the freaking manual. Also caught a Drillbur. That thing came out of nowhere. I've only seen it once, and that was the only time I caught it. I was in a cave and just running around training something else, and this dust cloud comes up. I walk into it, and bam, there's a Drillbur. I was like, oh, I'll catch this now. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know much about it, but it looks pretty cool. My Audino, I still use it, and there was a non-player character that mentioned something about when the grass rustling, she went in and fought an Audino, and I don't know if that's what happened. I've seen it one more time since then, and when I did, I beat it, and like the non-player character said, I got a shit ton of experience. I got like 750 or something, which is huge in the beginning of the game. I think it was like 2 levels for me. I caught a Timber, which is a fighting Pokemon. Looks like a dude with a piece of wood in his hands. I don't know why he has that. I did train one up a little bit for the normal gym, but I didn't train him enough, and he got devastated, so I'll probably train him some more going on, but I don't know how good he's going to be. I got a Thimpole or a Timpole, which looks like a water tadpole Pokemon, which could be interesting. Poliwrath's one of my favorites, so maybe I'll try him out and see how that works. Now, I saw a Pokemon that I wasn't able to catch, There's a fighting Pokemon called Thra or something. That thing looks badass. I tried to whittle it down its HP all the way down to nothing. I did so, but I didn't. It knocked out my mana, so I couldn't put it to sleep. And I threw Pokeball after Pokeball after Pokeball. Finally, I was like, I'm like down to my last one. So I think it was Snivy at the time. Knocked it out, got the HP, which was a decent amount. But I've only seen it one more time. I wasn't able to catch it then either, so because I didn't have a status infliction Pokemon. So I want that thing. It looks really cool. Looks like a human. Or like a... It looks like a red gorilla wearing a gi. I know he uses seismic toss a lot, but it would have been a lot of help for the normal gym. I've seen a Sewaddle, I've seen a Venipede, I've seen a Cottonee and a Petalil, but I think they're in the forest, and I haven't been able to get in there yet. I'm just getting in there. So, the gym battle was something. First of all, going through the museum, it was funny to see the different Pokemon that were from the previous games. I mean, obviously there was the Armaldo and the fossil, but yeah, that was definitely a Dragonite skeleton, which was kind of weird to see. I don't think you see too many skeletons in Pokemon that aren't fossil Pokemon, but that was cool. So, I'm battling in the gym. I've got like Mana, which is up pretty high. I've got Snivy, which is evolved. I've got Lillipup in its evolved state. I've got the rock Pokemon. I've got the fighting Pokemon I was talking about earlier, and then I've got my weird sound Pokemon, which I figured out doesn't evolve, so I don't know how good that's going to be, but I still like it. Audino. So that retaliated in the hands of the gym leader, totally destroyed one of my Pokemon. Like after I fainted its Yorkshire Terrier Pokemon, the one that got hit with Retaliate, just done. It's gone. Watchog's Hypnosis was a nasty surprise. I did not see that coming. I was toast, I thought. I was down to Audino. She had already used her Super Potion once. And basically, it was down to, I think, it missing an attack. I know mine's accuracy couldn't be lowered, but the Leaf Tornado had hit a couple times from my Snivy, which I love Leaf Tornado for this reason. And it said it lowered its accuracy, so I don't know if maybe it had a different ability or whatnot, but finally I think it missed on a Hypnosis, and I was able to hit like one last pound and knock it out. I was like, oh my god, that was so close. Oh. So yeah, Audino beat Watchog and got 2 levels. After that, Team Plasma shows up, and I'm like, oh shit, I do not want to fight a battle with one Audino and not even fully healed. I've healed it up, obviously, but I didn't have a revive or anything, so... Yeah. It's a fun game so far, definitely. There's a lot of new Pokemon out there, and it's fun to find them all. I haven't seen the second evolutions of either of the other starters yet, but I think I saw a picture of them. I think the pig gets fat, and I don't know what happens to the otter, but still looking forward to seeing all the other Pokemon. I'm definitely finding some analogous Pokemon. You got the 2-bug Pokemon, you've got the bird Pokemon, you've got the rodent thing. I don't really know where Lillipup goes in there. You got the electric Pokemon. You have the dark Pokemon, which I guess would be like Puccina or something like that. You got the psychic Pokemon there at the beginning. So there are analogous ones. The rock Pokemon, my new Geodude, though he's a little different. I mean, he's pure rock, which is definitely different. You got the Zubat, psychic. I don't know what the hell that thing's gonna evolve into when it does, but I bet it's weird. It looks weird as it is. So I will catch you at the 3rd gym. Hopefully with some new badass Pokemon. See you next time.